What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Listen, man, I cannot lie to y'all. I have to give credit to where credit is due. Salute to Netflix, man. Ever since the Tiger King or whatever, anything Tiger-esque, big cat-esque, lion, like anything related to that type of animal, bro, give me more of it. Give me more of it. Give me more. All right. So when somebody sent me this video, I was like, yeah, yeah, we'll check it out. Definitely. All right. So this is the lion. It says this lion has spent 7 years without seeing his master. Look what happened. Now, if we make it, oh, I got crumbs. I was in here messing up them Oreo thins, bro. Y'all be getting the little Oreo thins. My bad. Just had like a little fat moment right there. I'm sorry, my fault. I'm back though. I'm back. But anyway, if we don't get no type of lion attack moment in this, I'm gonna be disappointed. But that's what I'm hoping for. So we're gonna check out this video as well as an orca jumped out extremely high and scared its trainer. An orca. Anybody remember the Killer Orca movie from back in the day? Right after Jaws came out, they came out with like the Orca movie. Crazy. So that sparked my interest as well. All right. So we're gonna check out this two-piece. If you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button, bro. I'm pretty sure on the channel we got something you might like. Whether we cover a wide range of videos from music to all kind of stuff, man. Just go through the catalog. All right. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Hi everyone, it's no secret that dogs are considered man's best friends. They're smart, loyal, funny, and can help in some difficult times. But not only dogs can form bonds with people. The internet knows many examples when other animals, birds, and even fish have befriended humans. And although many of them probably understand friendship in their own way, these stories are still pretty touching. Let's get it on. Big Bird the Pelican. In early 2014, a pelican named Big Bird made the headlines. After he strayed from its flock following a severe storm, the bird was doomed to death. But fortunately, the Greystoke Mahale Safari Camp in Tanzania could help the pelican. This rescue operation suddenly grew into a strong and very tender friendship. Jeffrey, manager of Greystoke Mahale, helped Big Bird learn how to fish and fly. Sounds pretty weird, but Jeffrey turned out to be a pretty good teacher, although all he did was just running around and waving his hands. Well, seems that these lessons paid off.
Spread your wings. Spread your wings.
Thanks to the care of safari camp employees, the pelican quickly grew and regained its strength. It soon weighed 12 kilograms. In addition to the usual skills necessary to survive it.
That's dope how they put the camera on him. And I'm like, yo, who put a camera on him like that?
In the wild, Big Bird also learned to steal sunglasses and magazines. He became a real member of the family and a beloved pet. Although people hoped that over time the pelican would be able to rejoin his flock, this did not happen. Tragically, the bird died during a boat accident. Asian sheepshead wrasse. Maintaining long-term friendship is quite difficult. Now imagine that you're friends with a fish. That can't be right. Well, Japanese scuba diver Hiroyuki Arakawa would disagree with that. For more than 2 decades, Arakawa has been visiting Yoriko, a female Asian sheepshead wrasse that lives in Hasama Underwater Park in Japan. When Arawaka first encountered the fish, it was injured and couldn't catch prey on its own. The man helped.
What kind of fish? Yo.
The fish survived by feeding it 5 crabs every day. The treatment lasted only 10 days, and Arakawa believes that this is what helped him earn Yoriko's trust. An elderly diver claims anyone can become friends with the fish if they feed it, though the sea creatures don't usually trust you enough to let you pet them. It's only possible if you stay friends with them for a long time. By the way, a recent study showed that fish could recognize human faces. Scientists presented the fish with...
That fish look like an old man or something. You know how when you get old, you start losing your teeth a little bit? Like, this fish look like he'd been around for some time.
2 images of human faces and trained them to choose one by spitting their jets at the picture. So, the friendship between Yoriko and Arakawa is real, and it's confirmed by science. Jessica the Hippo. Adoptive parents are no worse, and sometimes even better than biological ones. The story of a hippo named Jessica is excellent proof. In 2000, many people were killed and injured in Mozambique and South Africa as a result of devastating floods, but the natural disaster also affected animals. A hippo was found on the banks of the local river. Apparently, a flood separated it from its mother. The little hippo turned out to be a girl, but was so weak that it couldn't even stand. Tony and Shirley Joubert, the couple who discovered the hippo, found out that she'd recently been born. It had still had its umbilical.
Why did I think that was liquor in that bottle? I think, man, after this quarantine is over, I'm possibly gonna need like an AA meeting or something, man. I immediately looked at that and was like, are they giving it out like liquor? Like, huh?
Cord attached. The baby who lost a mother at that age was doomed, but the couple decided to help the animal out. The baby was called Jessica. The couple fed her with a formula which consisted of egg yolk, cream, and full cream cow's milk. Surprisingly, this strange mixture worked. Jessica liked it, and the formula also helped her grow quickly.
She liked it so much she came inside for something. She wanted to sit at the table and eat.
That's how Tony and Shirley Joubert became the new parents of a female hippo, and their dogs became Jessica's brothers and sisters. Despite the size, weight, and huge teeth, Jessica is very affectionate and never shows signs of aggression. And although she now lives with other hippos, Jessica regularly visits her adoptive parents and misses them very much.
Wow.
Maria the Goose.
Wow. Those stories, although be that as it may, those stories sound attractive, like they sound like appealing and nice and warm. But in the back of my mind, I always think like when something goes wrong, what happens when something goes wrong? All those other days of nice and playing nice and loving moments and cute and cuddly moments, all that goes out the window. One bad day, I'll make all that other stuff go out the window.
Once a former salesman, Dominic Erler, was taking his regular walk at the park near the lake when an unusual admirer took him by surprise. It's not clear why, but on that day, a goose suddenly began to follow him. No one really knows why Maria was so drawn to this particular person, but on that day, an unusual friendship was born. Erler fed the goose, and soon she began to constantly follow him in the park, and even got jealous sometimes. The bird drove not only dogs, but even other visitors away from Erler. Maria even tried to follow a new friend to his house. Nothing could ruin their friendship. After all, you can't hide from geese that easily. About a year later, Mary and the remaining permanent residents of the lake were temporarily relocated to the Los Angeles Zoo while the park was renovated. Erler continued to visit the goose at the zoo and said that he wanted to be friends with her wherever the bird goes. But then an unexpected thing happened. Vets at the zoo suddenly found out that Maria had been a male all this time. Well, could it be a bromance? The bird was renamed from Maria to Mario, but this didn't change the relationship between the two friends. Fagin the crow. Crows are believed to be unusual and exotic.
I was about to say now, that's a strange type of pet. A crow? Somebody who hovers around like dead carcasses and stuff like that. I don't know if befriending a crow is the move. I don't know about that.
Pets, but the bird named Fagin isn't just a pet. Vicky Kenwood found the little bird after it fell out of...
Like, that would make me think, like, is this crow around me because I'm about to die soon or something like that? Maybe my mind is just...
its nest and saw that it was seriously wounded. Keep in mind that animal experts recommend carrying little birds only if they have been wounded or abandoned by their mother. But Vicky didn't hesitate a second. She carefully brought the injured little crow home and began to take care of it. The woman thought that it would fly away once it got better, but that didn't happen. The crow named Fagin could now fly wherever it wanted to and return to the wild at any moment, but it doesn't seem to like that he's going to leave Vicky. Perhaps Fagin doesn't even realize that he's a crow. He often chills with Vicky's dog at her house and follows them on walks. He doesn't even fly like a normal crow. Vicky says that Fagin considers flying as an extremely entertaining sport.
His mum wouldn't come down, so I decided to take him home with me. And he's been with me ever since.
Port Jackson shark. Of all the animals on our planet, sharks are probably the least likable. Thanks to movies
And I would figure they're unpredictable.
like Jaws, we consider them dumb, bloodthirsty, and merciless predators who only see us as a snack. But the reality is way different from the filmmakers' fantasies. Sharks can't be called man's best friends, but we still managed to find one unique story. Rick Anderson is a diving instructor from Port Macquarie in Australia, and his best friend is a shark. He first met his future friend when it was still very young, and they formed a bond right away. Rick carefully approached the shark and began to pet it, and then even cuddled with it for a while. Since then, the human and the marine predator became real friends. Each time Rick goes diving, the shark swims by to greet him and grumpily pokes him with his snout when he doesn't cuddle with it. Obviously, the shark doesn't stay in one place all the time, but eventually it always comes back to the reef where it met Rick. Although this story might seem adorable, the diver doesn't recommend befriending sharks. They are wild animals after all, and we
I don't feel as though you gotta tell me that. I'm not befriending no type of shark. Look at his teeth right there.
should respect their personal space. Brutus the grizzly bear.
No.
Brutus was born in captivity and spent the first months of his life in a metal cage. There were too many animals in the wildlife park, so Brutus was about to be euthanized, but the naturalist Casey Anderson came to the rescue. He didn't just take the little cub away, he basically adopted him, because they're more than just a pet and an owner. When Brutus was still just a cub, he lived at Casey's house. When he grew up, Casey created the Montana Grizzly Encounter so that Brutus and other bears could live free there. The thing is, grizzlies born in captivity aren't allowed to return to the wild. They aren't adapted to it, and aren't careful enough to stay away from people. In the end, Brutus and Casey became so close that the bear acted as the best man at the naturalist's wedding. We're not even kidding, even though they have an amazing relationship.
Yo, y'all taking this too far. Too far, bro. A best man at a wedding? That's too far. I know his woman didn't let that go down. Like, he had to buy her with something expensive for her to agree to that. A bear as your best man? Nah, Queen wouldn't roll at all.
Casey in no way recommends keeping grizzly bears as pets. Brutus is, after all, a special case. Casey even says that his friend is only 90% bear and the other 10% is all human. Kiara the lioness. Lions can't purr, but if they could, that is exactly how Kiara would react to her adoptive dad.
Oh, man.
Kiara was just a cub when Adolfo came into her life. He fed the little lion, cared for her, and played with her. So eventually, the two formed a strong emotional bond. So strong that even years later, when Kiara was already a big lion, she still remembered her human father. Not just remembered though, she still loves him and is always ready to nuzzle into him like a giant pet cat. Let's be honest, Kiara is a strong, fierce predator, but just listen to her growling with pleasure. Psst, dude, are you looking for new tech?
Nah, man. That dog, I'm about to say that dog. That lion had one time to do. I can't even do it without about to choke myself. Man, I'm out, that's it.
Technologies and great gadgets. Are your thoughts focused on the future? Do you love huge vehicles and can't imagine your life without robots around you? Then
Well, that's the end of that. And I'm mad. I thought I was going to get to see a lion, like, go off. Let's check out this orca, though.
Hello everyone. Animals often act strangely. If it wasn't for that, there wouldn't be so many funny videos, GIFs and memes on the internet, because what could be better than observing the lives of these funny, fluffy creatures? You could spend all night watching them. It's relaxing, makes you feel good, and can be a great icebreaker. Any conversations will be better if you share a video of a beautiful panda or a funny elephant. So that you don't have to search the whole internet, we've made a cute compilation for you. Get ready to smile, and let's get it on. Being Being a cameraman is not easy. Things can go wrong, even if you're not filming in dangerous areas or reporting live, but simply shooting at the Longleat Safari Park in Wiltshire. And although there were no wild or dangerous animals, the BBC cameraman should have been a bit more careful. While one park employee was talking about some rare Cameroon sheep, one of them, a ram named Cecil, was not afraid to approach the journalists. At that moment, of course, everyone present should have been cautious, but what danger could a little lamb pose?
A little bit smitten, I have to say.
Oh!
Ow!
Apparently, this is what the cameraman thought. When he'd
Oh, he'd have caught a kick back, bro. Just reflexes alone would have made me just try to, like, donkey kick him like something. It wasn't finna get that off, fam. Nah.
decided to record on his knees. Big mistake. At first he tried to protect himself, but then he put his hand away and...
Oh!
Ouch, looks very painful, and Cecil seems very pleased with the outcome. There are videos that you just can't watch without smiling. For example, this video of a baby elephant bathing in a wildlife sanctuary in Thailand. Here they try to surround each elephant with care and provide the elderly elephants with a decent retirement. And of course, they teach people how to treat these amazing animals with kindness and care. No wonder the little guy feels safe and has so much fun. And we wonder what his bathtub's made of. A bathtub that can hold a 90-kilogram baby elephant. Seriously, it's an incredibly strong tub. Is there any way we can offer this material to Elon Musk? Giles Clark knows a
They look like a lot of our drunk nights, don't he? The drunk nights, you know, we be trying to either get in the car or get home, get in the bed, or get in the shower or something like that. Y'all know. That's what he remind me of.
lot about wildlife, especially predatory felines. He likes to play with tigers and even has his own shows about these animals on the BBC. And it's worth mentioning that cats reciprocate his love. Look at this clouded leopard. In the wild, clouded leopards live mainly in Southeast Asia. Since 2008, it's been on the list of vulnerable species. It's estimated that the total number of adult clouded leopards doesn't exceed 10,000. It's not surprising that these wild cats are so rare too. They're incredibly beautiful and are being hunted, but they behave almost like domestic cats. Of course, a clouded leopard won't play with a piece of paper tied to a rope, but he would gladly lick Giles Clark, but not to eat him. The predator reacts to the sound Clark makes and shows him his love. Kangaroos are one of the symbols of Australia, but unlike koalas, it's better not to mess with them, especially Roger, a kangaroo that lives in Alice Springs. Roger is a tall, strong male who confidently protects his territory and is willing to fight anyone. Literally, he could easily make a
See how he popped up on his feet like quick? Reflexes is on point.
grown man stay away. Why? Well, no man would want to be beaten up by a male kangaroo, especially not by Roger.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
To keep the visitors safe, Roger has to be isolated in a separate zone, and it's not as easy as it looks. The only way to lure this fighter in is to have him chase you. Have you ever had to run from an angry kangaroo? Don't try it. It's not a very good idea. In 2010, during a show at the Ocean Expo Memorial Park in Japan, an amazing yet terrifying event took place. A dolphin not only stuck his head out of the pool as he normally does, but accidentally fell out of the pool. He probably miscalculated something. Luckily, it happened in front of witnesses. A lot of witnesses, to be honest. Although the dolphin was slightly injured, about 20 minutes later, he was returned to the aquarium by elevator. Do pandas attack people? Although these creatures
That's not part of the show, people. That's not part of the show, but they kept it making it look like it might have been.
are funny and a little clumsy. It does happen from time to time. There are videos of pandas taking off a visitor's jacket at the zoo, for example, or picking a fight with people. But this camera, installed in a Chinese zoo, captured the most brutal panda attack in history. You ready to see it? It's practically a manhunt against a poor worker who's just trying to do his job. Although we're not sure what he was supposed to do. Apparently he had to pass the cubs to his colleagues, but was suddenly captured by this gang. Turns out it's pretty hard to fight off a crowd of little pandas when they try to take off your boots and eat your pants from behind, and your shirt too, and then they start using you like a tree. Resistance is useless. Just leave your shoes and run for your life. African manatees.
Hold on, I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm not supposed to laugh, bro. But they was gang tackling him, man. They was ganging up on him, bro. Pandas got a gang.
Are herbivorous animals that live in an area from Senegal to Angola. They're not very well studied, but even so, they sometimes live in captivity and show surprising qualities. The fact is that manatees have few natural enemies, except for sharks and crocodiles, and therefore are quite friendly and sociable. Manatees enjoy tactile sensations. In other words, they constantly touch each other, but not only each other. In this video, you can see that this African manatee is very fond of the person who's cleaning his aquarium. This big baby loves to hug people and definitely doesn't want the worker to go anywhere. What do you mean you can't stay? Who's gonna scratch my belly? Want to argue with a 370-kilogram creature? Many animals love water and like to be bathed. The baby elephant at the beginning of the video is a great example. The American black bear Mimi is no exception, of course, but she doesn't just go into the pond to cool off. No, Mimi likes it when people give her a good shower while she relaxes, even through a mesh fence. It doesn't matter when the water feels so nice on your back. We don't know exactly how Mimi feels, but it certainly looks nice. We're even a little jealous. More bear.
Yo, she directing him like, yo, hit that spot over there. Hit that spot. Y'all know how it be. Hit that spot right there. Right there. Up a little bit.
It's no secret that these wild beasts love honey. Thanks to these stories of Winnie the Pooh, everyone knows what the bear's favorite treat is. But few people know that these huge predators like to eat honey like kids.
Leo.
This video was filmed at the Orphaned Wildlife Center in New York State, where several bears live together, including Leo and Big Jimbo, and they both love honey, so much that they're willing to eat the bowl with the honeycomb and even the spoon. And Jim, the owner of the place. It's amazing that Jim doesn't even care, even though they literally lick his hand and their sharp teeth are right next to it. Shamu is a killer whale that became famous for a show at SeaWorld in the late 1960s. After her death in 1971, Shamu became the name of several shows featuring other killer whales performing truly amazing tricks despite weighing up to 6 tons. How they managed to
First thing y'all thought about, I know, Free Willy, right? Free Willy. I wonder how much that movie grossed back in the day.
jump out of the water with that weight. Well, it's very easy if you're a well-trained orca. However, starting in 2016, SeaWorld announced that they will gradually stop performing shows with orcas and focus on their health rather than on this kind of show. It seems like all babies love games, and it doesn't make any difference if it's a dog, a crocodile, or a human, or a rhino, because look at this little baby boy, or baby girl. It doesn't really matter, because not only is it a lovely creature, but it also has fun playing with Thomas, the zookeeper. If you don't quite understand the essence of the game, we give you a little hint. The calf is trying to scare the keeper. Then it hides, then it runs at him again. Doesn't look that scary, to be honest. But now imagine an adult rhino behaving like this. Fortunately, adults don't like to play that much. Despite having seen many videos with all kinds of animals, we still find creatures that surprise us with their behavior. For example, these 2 young penguins are fascinated with a brush. Just a regular brush on a long handle, the kind that zoo workers use to clean around. But what's so special about it? It's beyond comprehension. But the 2 young males at the Edinburgh Zoo couldn't take their eyes off it. Oh look, now there are 3 of them. We wonder if this works on all penguins, or maybe these have a particular passion for cleanliness. Kakapos are amazing birds that can only be found in New Zealand. They look like very large yellowish-green parrots, which seem to be related to owls. It's a very complex family tree. Kakapos lead a nocturnal life, can weigh up to 4 kilos, and are in danger of extinction. In January 2020, there were only 211 of these incredible birds left in the world, and one of them is a male called Sirocco, who accidentally became famous around the world, and all thanks to the BBC documentary Last Chance to See. During the show, Sirocco suddenly decided to climb on top of a zoologist named Mark. Did he mistake the man for a tree or for another Kakapo? It's a very, very difficult question. The fact is that Sirocco had a respiratory disease as a baby, so he was separated from his mother.
Sirocco. See, that's where Diddy got the name Ciroc from. See, they think they be. I gotta start traveling more. I might would have heard that and be like, yo, that's a dope name for a liquor. Alcohol. Ciroc. Sirocco. See, we gotta start traveling more, y'all.
Mother, Sirocco spent some time away from his family, and eventually he didn't learn to identify himself as a Kakapo. Instead, he fell in love with people. As a result, this strange bird has trouble communicating with other birds, but is very interested in humans. Psst, dude, are you looking for...
But I know Diddy wasn't the creator of Ciroc, y'all. It was just me just saying something. Gosh. It's not everybody. It's always one person that got to be super technical in the comment section. Well, you know, Diddy he's not the creator of Ciroc, bro. So you're an idiot for saying, shut up. People kill me sometimes. But anyway, man, y'all get at me in the comment section. Although the video wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but hey, man, it still was a dope video and I learned a lot from it and I had some fun with it. So y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and stick around and stay tuned, man. Until the next reaction, I'm out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.